Hey traders, it's John Howell here from tradinginvesting4u.com. In this video I'm going to give you a good old update of what's happening in the market right now. But before I show you the charts and get into the nitty gritty what's happening right now in the market, I must add the good old disclaimer. At the end of the day, every single trading strategy out there is risky and there is a chance of loss, including what I'm teaching you right now, okay? I don't know your personal situation, okay, or circumstance, so make sure that you do take what I say today as general advice and make sure you understand the risk to all trading before we go to it. Okay, now let's move on. What do we have on our board today? Repetitive, or patterns that repeat. Repetitive patterns. If we have a look at the market right now, there's a repetitive pattern. Looking on the weekly chart, we're going to get into that in just a minute. Alright, so patterns that repeat. We have patterns right now that are repeating in a big time frame. And wait till you see that. It's going to really show you exactly what is happening right now just by reading the charts. Okay, now what else do we have is, if we have a look at the 2008 stock market crash, what happened in the 2008 stock market crash? We formed a big topping pattern and then the market came down. Well, guess what? In 2011, where we are right now on the end of August, we are getting the same thing. The same thing right now is forming on the chart right now, and I'm going to get to the charts in just a second. But before I do that, I must let you know that, hey, I'm giving away a free iPad 2. Okay, I'm giving away a free iPad 2 to one lucky person. To enter that little draw that I'm going to draw out, go to facebook.com/share trading mastery. That's facebook.com/ I think that's the right / isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, facebook.com/share trading mastery, and go there and you'll see exactly how you can be in the running up to winning this brand new iPad 2. Okay, now back to the patterns. There's a lot of things happening in the market right now, okay? And this is an update to show you exactly what is happening right now. There's a lot of different opinions out there right now. And again, this is just another opinion and general advice, okay? So anyway, without further ado, let's get to the charts.
Alright, traders, so let's have a look at this chart here now. We're looking at this is the S&P 500 chart. This is a weekly chart here. And what I want to do is, as I said that the market itself generally it generally repeats itself, right? It generally repeats itself. So let's have a look at this here. If we have a look at right now we're looking at the 2008 basically 2008 stock market crash. And what we're seeing here on the 2008 stock market crash, I'll show you exactly what's happening now, because what's happening right now in the market is sort of like the exact same thing that's happened on the basically looking back in the 2008 stock market crash. So what do we have here? Well, first thing, we have a head and shoulder pattern. Okay, that's the first thing. And then we have this little line going through here, and let me just take that off the chart. Let me start all over again there. Okay, that we have this line going through here, and you can clearly see that we have this shoulder, head, shoulder formation. Okay, we can clearly see that. So look what happened here. After we had this diagonal move to the high side, this is the support and resistance line. We can see that there's support through here, okay, and also a bit of support through here as well too, even within the head and shoulder formation. So what is really happening here? Well, as you can see, right, when the market did drop down, it dropped all the way down above my faster moving average through here, and it dropped all the way down towards this here is the 200 moving average. It ran down, it ran up a little bit, and it came straight back down towards the 200. This is on a weekly chart, remember? We're looking at a weekly chart here, and what happened is, as the market ran down, bounced off that line, came back down and bounced off that line again, and then ran back up towards my faster moving average, okay, which is that moving average there, okay, which is my faster moving average, my 200 moving average, and my faster moving average here. And as you can see, what happened, right, as the market came out of this head and shoulder formation here, and when it came down, it broke down below this faster moving average through here, okay, it came down, hit the 200, ran back up, then hit the faster moving average, and then broke down below the 200 moving average and started heading back down. Now, that's what happened in 2008. Let's go have a look at what's happening right now in the market right now, okay, because remember, markets repeat themselves, and if we learn how to read the charts properly, we can see what's going on there. Now, look what's happening here. Once again, over here we had the shoulder, head, shoulder, okay, above the faster moving average. Look at this here, shoulder, head, shoulder, right? And then what do we have? We have this 2008 diagonal line. Look at this here. Right now, where we are right now, in getting into the end of August 2011, we can clearly see, right? We can clearly see that the market has broken, shoulder head shoulder broken below. See this, broken below the faster moving average, came down towards the 200 moving average, like this one here, right? Broke below the faster moving average, came right down to 200 moving average, and then headed back up towards the faster moving average before it headed back down. So as you can see here, right, the market's broke back down below the broke back down to the 200 moving average and supported on the 200 moving average there, and then we found a lot of support, didn't we? And now we're running back up. So let me just take everything off the screen now, and let me just bring this right back in now, and we can see exactly what's going on. Okay, so as we can see, right, we're starting to get a bit of a, we've had a couple of weeks of movement here, and now we're starting to really rise back up again, and people might be starting to think this is a good opportunity, and so on and so forth. But look at the charts, read the charts for what they're saying, and look at what the charts are telling you, because you can see what's happening here. Okay, and so by looking at these charts here, okay, you can see we are getting a bit of a pullback. But is this a repeat of what happened in 2008? Well, right now it actually looks like it's happening, right? Right now it broke below, head and shoulder above it, broke below the fast moving average, broke down towards the 200 moving average, then had a bit of a time. We took a couple months to the high side, and then it broke back down. Is that exactly what's happening here right now? We did have a bit of a drop down, a pop back up, and maybe a drop back down. So it does look like it might run back up. Okay, but let's squeeze this chart up as much as we can. And what I want to do is I just want to take a few lines off the chart here, so it's not clouding up. And I want to show you a major support and resistance line that I noticed through here. All right, let me just draw the trend line through here. All right, and that'll do through there. And as we can see, right, that through there, in a nutshell, that area through there is you can see the whole bit of support, resistance here, bit of support here. Okay, you can clearly see all the different support through here, the resistance through here. Okay, all the support through here as well too. Okay, so we are running right now, running up into an area where there's huge amounts of resistance now. So the overall market in a nutshell, if I flip this over to a monthly chart, now let me just take everything off the screen, and let me flip this over to, say, a monthly chart. I'll show you exactly what's happening on a bigger scale. Okay, you're going to be amazed with this. Look what's happened here on a major scale, right? We've had a big run up through here. Wrong one. Big run up through here. Then we came down, and then we had a low. Okay, then we ran right back up, made a double top, as you can see here, right? Double top formation. And then what we had, we ran down here, and now we made a major lower low, right? And so we've now made a major lower low, which is weakness in the market. Now what's happening, we're running back up, and now we're creating what we call a lower peak. That there is a very weak sign for potential more downside to come. Okay, so no one really knows what's going to happen here, but as we can see by reading these charts and by looking at the weekly chart here, we can clearly see what is happening within these markets.
Okay, did you see the charts? Amazing, right? Amazing. You see that head and shoulder formation? You saw how it came down. You saw the faster moving average and the slower moving average, okay, which is the 200 moving average. You saw exactly how that was working within 2008. Look what's happening right now. And by a technical analyst, that's which I have been for many years, all right, what do? We look at the charts and we see what's happened in the past, and that's how we trade today, right? That's exactly how technical analysts trade. We see the repetitive patterns that work again and again on a high probability basis, not a 100% basis. We know nothing works 100% of the time, but on a high probability basis. Exactly what is happening right now is actually almost identical to what happened in 2008, right? So if people out there are saying to you that it's okay, and you know, make sure that you stay in your funds and all that sort of stuff, your superannuation or 401k, I would say think again. And obviously it's up to you what you do with your superannuation or your 401k at the end of the day, but I would say at least consider buying protection where we are right now. We might get a bit more upside, yes, but at least buy protection. Okay, now that's what we have for this update today. Please come down to tradinginvestingforyou.com, where we can teach you more about this stuff and in much more detail, because at the end of the day, this is what we're here. We're here to teach you and educate you all the tools, and so you've got an arsenal of all these different things to understand, so you yourself can be in control of your financial future and where you're going, not someone else being in control of you. Okay, so anyway, come down to tradinginvestingforyou.com. Make sure you go to facebook.com/ share trading mastery, and I'll see you there. Okay. So anyway, remember, say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is? That success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.